Good morning. I had a little request. I want to walk you through what I'm doing here. Somebody likes this apple or Bull Rock apple cider a lot, and the wife wanted to make her husband some special, something special with it, and she asked me could I make this. Y'all see me do my bottle slumping with Corona bottles. As you see, Corona bottles, they melt right into the glass. This goes up to over 1,300 degrees, and the Corona on these type bottles is actually like a paint, and it actually melts into the glass. Here's the actual tray that they go in right there to make it. But it's pretty cool. It actually melts these Corona bottles, makes a nice serving tray. You put peanuts and pretzels serving and all, and it's pretty cool. But there's a problem. When you come to this bottle, it's actually a label. It's not actually painted on to the bottle. You can feel like a little label right there where it comes off. Corona's not like that. That's actually painted on the bottle, and when the ink is painted on the bottle, it goes into the glass. And there's several of them that do that, but most bottles and wine bottles is actually got labels. This particular one has a label. This would cook in the bottle slumping kiln. Gets up to 1,300 degrees. Any plastic or something is just going to be obliterated. So we got to think about that. I still want to try to help her make it, but what we're going to have to do is see if we can actually go ahead and take the labels off, do the bottles, and put this back on the bottle. Now, how we're going to do that, I don't know yet. We're still working on that part. There's a couple methods that I'm going to try, so I'll show that later on after I figure it out. But in the meantime, what we want to do, and she didn't think about this, but I'm actually going to take my bottle cutter, take this, and run a bead around, and actually make a drinking glass out of it, which will be pretty cool because they like this so much that they could just make a iced tea, use it as just a drinking glass. It should be okay. This is a really high quality label, so it should go through washings and all, no problem. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to score this glass and break it and see if we can't create a drinking glass. Y'all ready? Let's give it a try. All right, let's clean everything up here and give this a shot. All right, I moved this forward, tighten it down, and I got the cutting. This is the cutter right here, right, probably about a ½ inch above that label. So we're going to be cutting it like right in here. So our next step is we're going to put pressure on here and turn this bottle in one good stroke and hopefully create a line all the way around this bottle. A nice solid cut. As y'all can see it as it comes around. Hopefully y'all can see that. And we're there. All right, as you can see, we got a perfect cut all the way around, scored. Now what we're going to do now, this is hot water and cold water with ice in it. I heated this in the microwave a little bit. We're going to go from hot to cold, and hopefully this right here will crack off. We're hoping. That's the hope. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to heat it up first. Come on. Heat them up. And then into the cold. Bam. This might take a few times to make this happen, but glass is very fragile, it's brittle, and the thermodynamics with the expanding and contracting should get it to break along those lines. All right, she's good and cold. Into the hot water. All right, we're going to do this probably about 10 times. Hopefully it'll snap off. Here we go. All right, I have had them snap right off doing this, wine bottles, but this does not look like it's working. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a candle and heat that up along the edge of the cut and then put it in the cold water. It should snap. Let's give it a try. All right, we got a candle going here, so we're going to slowly just work this right around this candle, around this edge right here to heat this line up just a little bit. There's no direct flame on it. We're just going to kind of heat it up. Feels like it's getting a little bit warm. And in the glass. Here we go. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Broke off perfect. heating it up a little bit, put it in that cold, and look at that. It broke perfect. Our next step will be to smooth this off right here and then make it a drinking glass. That is pretty cool right there. All right. Let's go here. I'm going to hit this real quick with I got a belt sander. I just kind of smooth the whole top edge up. Then I got a little hand sander that I will actually make this real, like a real light 220 and then like a 400 grit and a 600 grit to make it like see-through glass right there. Beautiful. I like it. All right, let's give it a shot. Here we go. All right, what we have here is a belt sander. What I do is I'll take this glass, I'll put it right on here like this and keep running until I see this edge right here perfectly smooth all the way around. And it's almost there down. And we'll just keep running this up and down till we know we got a perfectly squared edge on it, smooth edge, and then we're going to go over here and do some final touch up. And I'll show you that in just a second. It's looking good so far. I like it. All right, check it out. It's perfect. It's perfectly smooth. No cutting edge on it right there. But we're going to go a little further than that. It's called a work sharp tool here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take 220, go all the way around it like this. And then we're going to change it out to some 600 grit and go all the way around with 600 grit. It'll be clear glass when I'm done. It's going to be a really cool drinking glass. So somebody that likes bowl rock. All right. I'm going to do this outside. I'm going to sand it down and I'll show you the finished product when we're done. Stay tuned. All right, what we're going to do is 220 grit. And we're going to run this around all the way around most of the time. This will put a semi-circle on the top edge. Take any imperfections off. And then what we'll do is we'll change it to the 600 grit. And that will make it almost transparent. This way it's looking good. Coming along nicely. All right, we did the 220, then the 600. I went on the inside, outside, and the top. It's slick now. I mean, you don't have any problem with that now. A cool little drinking glass. I like it. I've done some wine bottles like that, but never a beer, well, whatever this is, hard cider. But never made one that small before. But somebody that really likes this really likes to have this in their hand. So now they can have it every drink. Pretty cool, huh? All right, appreciate everybody coming on. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, subscribe to Gigmaster, and no telling what we'll be making next. Stay tuned.